This is the great legend, and I am coming at you live with the 2016 year-end review. Fans, so good to see you here on 2016, the eve before the 17. This is New Year's Eve, people, and in about an hour and 20 minutes Central Standard Time, aka Texas time, we're going to be in the year of 2017, and I'm coming at you live in the rest of 2016 to give you my little year-end review, what I liked, things like that. Big shout out to a cool cat, or shall I say, a cool turtle, Bruce Zayas in the house. Happy New Year to you, Bruce, and all your family and loved ones, man. I want to see you back in 2017. In an hour and 20 minutes, I want to see you in 2017, and I want to see you on Legends Live Auction. Now, I know, Bruce, you got a lot of stuff that you need to get rid of. You need to get rid of some of that stuff you've been collecting, and you need to sell, and that way you can buy some more goods, turtle stuff. Big shout out to one of the guys that have taken the red pill, and we've thrown it down our throat together. William Thorg, Happy New Year to you, William. One of my favorite guys I love chatting with. We don't, we mingle a lot on the Facebook Messenger and things like that. He's got a lot of good info, and we be drinking the same cup of coffee, if you know what I'm saying. Tats Comics, huge shout out to this guy. Tats Comics in 2016. I just got done watching Amazing Murfinator. I didn't get to comment on the video yet because I've got some family over. But Amazing Murfinator, he loves some tat in 2016. And also, New York Warriors representing the man, the myth, the legend, Big East Comics, NY Warriors. Warriors! I wish I had the bottles. Biggies know what I'm talking about. Them bottles. Mr. Gretzky 9966 and Matt Murdoch. Also, Happy New Year's to you guys as well. But yeah, man, Mason Murfinator was laying it down for Big East Comics and Tats Comics for the CBA Awards. 600 CBA, 600 subscribers. He's got his own CBA Awards coming at us live probably next week, or coming up maybe even Sunday on New York Warriors. If the Warriors are going to be doing their thing tomorrow, or whenever the Warriors' next live show is going to be, I got to get up on it. I've been really crappy about watching videos lately. I snagged some in tonight on the iPad. That's where I was catching Amazing Murfinator out. Saw me some Boston Chris videos. Undisputed Frost has a video where he sent some books to the vault. I definitely want to check that out tonight. And then there's some other ones I love checking out. So I watched some LP tonight. LP going over the memories, some old memories, and you get to see LP, Larry Higgins, Father Nova. You get to see the younger version. A lot of little slideshow, a lot of good pics. British Geeky Guy, man, let me tell you about British Geeky Guy. Just take all the Funkos he got in 2016 and you add, or you multiply them by 2. That's what he's going to have in 2017. I see Biggie, not Biggie, but Biggie 2 probably if he gets into Funkos. But British Geeky Guy, I think he's over 700 and something Funkos. I see him in 2017 getting 1,000 Funkos. God willing, if they come out with a lot of cool Funkos that he wants, he'll have those for 2017. So, this Monday night, damn, I'm going to be watching it. Well, I'll try to watch it on the way home. No, actually, I'm off Monday. Hell yeah, Biggies. I'll be watching that. Fuck yeah. So, good to see all y'all here. And I'm going to periodically check the chat as well. I'm going to kind of show you some stuff. I got some packages that have been just piling up. And I got an AOK coming from one of my favorite guys on YouTube, Chaz, KSU Comics. It hadn't come in yet. But I was trying to see if it would come in, and I was going to have that be my last video of 2016 so I can give KSU Comics and Chaz some love and some support and just show him how much I enjoy his channel. And, I've gotten to know a lot of people in 2016. As many of you know, in 2015, 2014, I didn't do a lot of videos. I think in 2015, maybe I only did 20 videos. I was playing a lot more video games. I had quit reading my books. I kind of, fell out of the comics for a little while. I always still got my books, but I didn't read them or care much about them as much, was back into it. Part of that being Marvel Comics taking away my Fantastic Four. And then DC, I've been loving DC, don't get me wrong, but I was spending a little bit too much money on all these DC comics. So I had to cut back significantly. So in 2016, we saw the Legend pull back on the new issues. So the pull list is looking like Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps, Green Lanterns, aka Jessica Cruz, Simon Boz. Of course, I got to get my Popeye Classics by IDW, Back to the Future by IDW. Went back in time and got my sagas and my East to West so I can keep that series going. Some little fillers here and there. He-Man, Thundercats, Batman and Ninja Turtle Adventures, my back issues. I've been getting a lot of the Batman Adventures, Superman Adventures, Justice League Adventures, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get all those done. So still working on those. Batman Adventures Volume 2. I'm going to try to finish completing that in 2017. And also getting some of the modern age Blue Beetle books with Jaime Reyes in there. So getting me some Jaime and some Blue Beetle. And also I've got some hardcovers coming on their way. They're DC Archives. They're it's called The Action Heroes. First one is the Atom. Is it the Atom? Or no, it's not Ray. I don't think it's Ray Palmer. I think it's Captain Atom. I want to say it's the guy that they based Dr. Manhattan off of. Anyway, it's a hardback book that Ditko did for Charlton Comics, where he took that character, Blue Beetle, and he even did some stuff about the Question. So, and also in that hardback, you get to see the female Nightshade, who is the girl behind Silk Spectre and the Watchmen. So, got some hardcovers on the way. I love those archives. I don't get very many of them because they are kind of expensive and out of print. Fantastic Four, Mr. Gretzky says, hell yeah, we need them back or no Marvel for me. And that's how it is, man. Oh, and BGG, I wish I had got the Back to the Future. I mean, if you can, I don't know how hard the back issues are to get in the UK. Or, man, if you could read them in trade or somehow just find a way to read them, because there's so many good Easter eggs in the Back to the Future comic book. Like, you find out some of the stuff in between Doc getting that futuristic train that comes back at part 3. You get to see him fire that whole thing up in the Old West. You get to see all this kind of stuff. You get to see where Old Man Biff, he went somewhere before he dropped off the almanac to his younger self, which was very fun. It was great, man. Fucking great. But let me go ahead and open up some packages, and then I'll talk about a little more stuff. First one I want to open up with is one I won off last Legends live auction, which was about a week or so ago, maybe. I can't remember. But I won this from Big Bear. A lot of times being the host of the Legends live auction, I'm so busy either selling my own stuff or whatnot, it's hard for me to place bids and do all that at the same time. Because, okay, so I'm running a show. I'm trying to sell stuff at the same time. And I'm trying, if something pops up and I just really think it's cool, I'll go ahead and send a bid in to Big Bear or Russ or whoever's selling something. All right, I got a nice little note. He always does some of the greatest packaging that I know of. It says, thank you, enjoy the books, Legend, Big Bear. So very cool. He's got this in a nice Gemini comic supplies. And what I'm thinking about doing, when I start selling more books on eBay, I'm going to get some of these little boxes as well. So I'm going to try to get some more shipping stuff, because a lot of my shipping stuff is in big boxes. And, it costs a little bit more to ship. But he shipped this first class because I guess it's under 1 pound. It was weighing in at 11 ounces. So, I mean, if you only have 1 or 2 books to send, some of these Gemini Collectibles cardboard mailers, man, they'll save you a lot of money when it comes to shipping off comic books. All right, he's got it taped to a nice 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardboard here, which is also nice. These are good wedge comics in between. And I honestly don't remember what I ordered from Big Bear. And that's one of my problems I have when I order stuff on eBay. I don't remember what the hell I ordered. Because a lot of times, I like to give y'all some hauls and some unboxings. And I know sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I just talk about, my stuff that I'm interested in. But I do like to do hauls and things like that. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this book. And I got another sweet book that I don't have. Big Bear's always awesome. Big Bear will show, he'll send an extra book with the purchase. So I'm going to show you that extra book first. Very awesome. And this is a Thor character. Valkyrie. Look at that cool cover. Valkyrie, 1997, Marvel Comics, Valkyrie, issue number 1. So I don't know if this is limited, 1 through 4. How many issues this went, I don't know, but very cool cover. I mean, color too, man. Great looking fighter there. So Valkyrie 1. Now this is the book I got right here. It's a Modern Comics. It's a reprint of Blue Beetle, Charlton Comics Blue Beetle number 1. It's a reprint comic of, and I believe that's Ted Kord in the suit. But it's a reprint comic, and it has Who is the Question. So most likely I'll be putting this in my Blue Beetle box. I've got this comic book, which is mainly a Steve Ditko on the cover art story. And I've got this comic in a graded. And since it's the last show of the year, let me see if I can pull this out for you if I've got it next to me. And you know what? I don't see it anywhere, but that's okay. Maybe I do plan in 2017. I wanted to do one today. I just never had time. But I want to do a graded comic, all my graded comic book collection. And man, I wanted to get it done by with the 2016 tag on it, but I just didn't have enough time. But I've got this book graded, which is a really nice graded copy. I won't tell you what it is, but I'm glad I have a copy to read. And also the hardback that I get. I think the Action Heroes DC Archives Volume 2 has the same story in there because it's Blue Beetle, The Question, and I want to say Captain Atom. That's what it is. It's Captain Atom, I believe. Damn, I can't remember my names. That's really crappy because sometimes you just get a little forgetful. So I got those 2 books. Thank you very much, Big Bear. Always a gentleman hooking me up. Now let me check the chat because one of my awesome guys from the Legends Live Auction is in the chat as well. And let me look at this here real quick. And it is a sweet cover, William Thor. And the cool thing, William, about these 2 books, this is a number 1 issue. It doesn't have a number 1 on the issue, but it is a reprint number 1 of Blue Beetle. And this one, Valkyrie, number 1. Beautiful freaking cover. Beautiful cover. William, I'm going to have to send you an AOK. I don't do a lot of AOKs. And, sometimes, I just don't get to it because I'm in my own little world. I'm trying to get my own stuff together. But I need to do some AOKs and send some number 1s because I'm sure I got some number 1s that hopefully you don't have. William Thorg fans, let me let you know. First person I've ever met in the comic book community to have over 1,000 issue number 1s. He loves issue 1s, first issues. He has over 1,000. And another cool thing about William Thorg is he is the only one in the comic book community that hates superheroes. He hates them with a passion. Down with all heroes, villains for life, man. That's what it's all about. It's like, I mean, if William used to watch, or if William ever watched wrestling, I don't know if you did, William will be wearing that NWO black and white through and through. So I want to be a big shout out to another fellow sexy member of the, the community. Evan Jalone is here, and Evan, I subbed you up, brother. A golden age guy with a golden age heart. He screams the golden age, and he produces golden age farts. Let me tell you, it's New Year's, and I haven't even drank anything yet. I told the wife, she said, "You want me to bring you some Sailor Jerry?" And I said, I ain't feeling the Sailor Jerry, I'm trying to lay low off the booze. Not that I'm like a heavy drinker or anything, but on occasion, little Sailor Jerry never hurt putting it in Coke Classic. Big shout out to the 12 live viewers that are watching right now. We're about 6 minutes away from New York, ushering in the new year. The big ass ball is gonna drop, baby. And I remember when I used to watch Dick Clark be bringing the ball down. You know, now it's old pretty boy Seacrest bringing it down, bringing the balls down. I want to give a big shout out though and finish my shout out to Russ, Who Dat Collectibles, Comics Gaming. He needs to do more gaming. Key Issue Comics, he wants some Blue Beetle. And like I said, I'm doing the archives on some of the older Blue Beetle stuff. Golden Age Blue Beetle looks really good too, which I dig that. I don't know if Golden Age for me is hard to come by. You know, Evan just showed me a Golden Age tonight that I have been wanting for a while. I didn't like a little bit of that lower left corner. It was Police Comics #1. It has about 15 hours left. $6,999. It is on eBay. Police Comics #1. First appearance of Plastic Man. First appearance of the Human Bomb. First appearance of Phantom Lady. So you got two kick-ass freedom fighters along with Plastic Man. And I don't know if many of you got the Convergence, or was it the, I can't remember what issue it was, but it was a Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters. It was a 2-issue. I've got them, but I haven't read it yet. I'm a huge fan of the Freedom Fighters, and there is some, I want to get the first Freedom Fighters in the DC universe, which I think is a JSA book. I want to get a couple of gradeds, and I want to get a couple of raws. Big shout out, though, to Evan. Big shout out to Splash Page Comics in the house. He wears white gloves, and he wears them well. He takes real good care of his books because, you know, our hands have oils, and a lot of the modern pages, actually. Modern pages were printed on that ink, or if like it's black, your fingerprints show up, and it's pretty stupid. Big shout out to Dr. Silver Age, who did a nice A-OK for another cool guy. Dr. Von Schilla. Yeah, 2 doctors, man. Those doctors, man, they know what it's all about. They lived the history, man. That's what I love about those guys. I love good veterans of the comic book community, like Dr. Von Schilla, Dr. Silver Age, Captain Strangelove. So you got 3 there that all have Dr. Captain. Then you got this other silly willy guy named Hippies Collectibles. Go figure. Big shout out to Captain Cole Comics. Happy New Year to you, Captain. Legend, you have the DC Blue Beetle 1986 series of 24 issues. Dude, I thought that was 36. No, I don't have that, but I know that's Ted Cord. And yeah, man, rocking it with 15 viewers. I mean, I'm feeling humble. Fuck that. You know the legend loves the fans. Humble my ass. I'm the legend. I always bring in the people. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, come on, people. Thumbs up this guy. And if you don't want a thumbs up, give me a thumb down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. As long as you put the vote in, it's all good with the legend. All right, so let me get back to another package. And so the Legends Live auction came about. Originally, I saw a guy named We Love Comics. Now, a lot of you may not like that name, We Love Comics. And you know what? Let me tell you something about and in no way am I endorsing or affiliated with this channel. But you know what? Great channels like that. Damn, this is taped up so good. This is coming at just live from Canyon Country, California. Well, I tell you what. Anyway, I hope I don't cut the book here. But you know, We Love Comics. A lot of guys that I met from We Love Comics channel, pretty much. And you know, his channel, it garnered a lot of controversy. But you know, the great channels, you know, and it's sad to say this, but some of the great channels, they cause controversy. You know, can the controversy be avoided? Well, sure, it can. It can. You know, I've tried to avoid controversy in the past. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes if you're a channel like We Love Comics, a lot of times all you're doing is telling the truth. Now, sometimes truth hurts for some people. There's a lot of truth going on out there. Me and William Thord know, me and Evan know, me and Chaz know some truths. Some truths. And William, you know what I'm talking about. We know some things that a lot of other people don't know or don't want to know. I know things that some fellow Christians, some of my brothers and sisters in Christ, don't want to know. But you know what? I'm not going to go into that today. My dad may be watching, and he may not be like me talking about all that stuff. I don't want my own family to think I'm crazy. Sometimes I think some of my family members do. But you know what? That's fine. I just don't talk certain things with my family no more. It's hard though. Me and William were talking about this. Some people just don't believe, and some people just don't have the eyes to see or the ears to listen. So very nice packaging here from Canyon, whatever, the Schmella, California. Like I said, do not remember what this book is. Ooh, okay. It says a character in it. I don't know much about. Very nice book. Dan Slott written. It's Justice League Adventures. This is number 13. This was after the DC animated adventure comic. Justice League Adventures, and then the third volume, I guess we would call the third volume of this, is Justice League Unlimited. But this one was kind of a more pricey one. It's first appearance of somebody named All-Star. And, you know, they overcharge, I think, for this book, because I don't really know this character, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but I think she may even die in this issue. All right, 2016 in New York, Big East Comics, New York Warriors, all the other folks, happy freaking New Year. Happy New Year. William Thorpe says, crazy is as crazy does. Sound like a little Forrest Gump thing, you know what I'm saying? East Coast, Happy New Year, though, man. Happy New Year. 2017, our sun-gazing Lord will return. And I'll be drinking. I'll salute him with a cup of Kool-Aid. Nah. No, but let me get back to that. We love comics. So a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people really ought to thank him in a sense that I met a lot of good people through We Love Comics channel. I got to meet LP, the father of Nobi. You know, I lost 3 viewers when I started talking about that. Hopefully the other 3 people are kissing their wives or their husbands or whatever. But I met a lot of great people. I met Chaz in the Kyushu Comics, and from there I pretty much met Hudak Comics, Collectibles, and Gaming. I got to meet Chaz. I already said Chaz, Kyushu. But I got to meet Russ. I got to meet Captain Cold Comics. I got to meet Evan. I got to meet Contender. I got to meet more of those folks there, and I can't remember all the names. But good people, man. Good freaking people. Let's see. And, you know, after that, I also got to meet Crazy Noob, Comic Noob / Crazy Noob. And I got to meet Simplify Comic Guy, one of the most generous people in the comic book community. Word has it, he gave away an Amazing Spider-Man 300. That's what I found out. Someone told me that. I'll be like, damn, Amazing Spider-Man 300. Boy, I would have sold that for some money. But anyways, I'm kind of like that. I'm not, you know, I'm not A-OK. I'm not an A-OK guy. I do appreciate A-OKs, but, you know, I got to do my family first, baby. But anyway, so one of the most generous guys, bar none, no pun intended, 11970. But one of the most generous guys in the YouTube comic book community. I got to meet him, and from him, I got to meet the other guys that blasted or stashed it. So, you know, I started digging their show because, like I said, I'd been out of the comic book community for a while. Me and Sean, a.k.a. GPAP, we talk about being some of the OGs of the comic book community. Been there since the very beginning of time, and we've seen a lot of stuff go forward, and we've seen a lot of stuff on the rewind. Man, I don't like this tape job here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Come on, tape job. All right, so I got one book that's not bagged and boarded. I actually got 2 that aren't bagged and boarded, which is just pretty dumb. And I want to show you these, but I'm going to go ahead and get to the next deal. So we got Justice League Adventures number 6. And these are some 9.4s. There's some spine ticks. I mean, maybe even 9.0 fines. But like I said, man, these are for my reading stuff. I'm not trying to get any 9.8s. Then he bagged 2 books in this bag here. That's not the cover. And then we got one that's not even bagged that was in between. So Definitely got to bag these bad boys up. Good quality, though. Good people. So after I got involved with Blaster Stash It, WLC kind of got out of the comic book business, and he did his own thing. And it's kind of amazing I'm talking so much about WLC. But anyway, I want to say, oh, and Splash Page. I got Splash Page. I met him on the WLC. Big East Comics said he met most of the New York Warriors through WLC. See, I mean, WLC, let me tell you, WLC, he know a lot of people. I mean, he got a lot of people together, but he also, and you know, like, I'm just telling the truth like WLC would want me to tell it. WLC also, though, broke a lot of people away. He scared a lot of people off. So, but you know, like some people just didn't want to hear him. I didn't really care either or, because I knew a lot of the stuff he said I didn't agree with, and if I didn't agree with it, no big deal, right? You know, if you don't agree with something, you don't agree with it. Man, this guy, this is kind of some shoddy stuff here. This is like bad, kind of shitty shipping, but I guess it does the trick. Pretty much it's just cardboard. Let me get on my camera. It's kind of just two pieces of cardboard. It looked like it was an old Amazon, like half of an Amazon box. And the dude just like did this. Fuck, you know what though? It looks good. He also put some tabs here. I'm just going to cut that. This was a Justice League Adventures #1 free comic book day edition. The volume that came out before this was something called like DC. I wanted to say it's called DC Adventures, and I got that whole run. This is the second, and this is Justice League Adventures. And this one is the series I'm working on now. I think I've got all the Justice League Unlimited adventures, but that's the free comic book day version right there. So yeah, from there, I started doing, there was a live show Blaster Stash It guys did, and they kind of, you know, tested it out a couple of times, and it didn't work. It didn't work well for them, and people were looking for a live auction show. And a lot of people out there, I don't think they thought that, you know, so I said, okay, let's do Legends live auction. I got some people up on the horn, got them to join in. I got to know Big Bear, and I got to know Russ very well because we've been doing it a long time. But there was a lot of people, I think, that doubted that Great Legend could do these live auctions. But you know what? Great Legend's been going live for shit, I don't know, man. Like old school. I'm one of the very first in the community of live shows. So, man, I know live shows. I've been a part of a lot of live shows. Comic Uno. Some of you may not know Comic Uno. She's OG as well. I won back-to-back Comic Uno Geeky Awards Best Live Show of the Year for, I want to say, either 2012 and 2013 or 2013 and 2014. I won back-to-back Best Live Show. And that could be like movies, anything. I just won Best Live Show. I beat out tons of ensemble shows, and it's just a solo act. So what can I say, baby? The Great Legend is here to stay. He always will be here to stay. Because that's how I roll with it, man. The Great Legend coming at you live. You never know in what direction I may turn. I'm talking to history. I may bring up some old names, some blasts from the pasts. But we're going to move on forward because it's not all about the past. We're looking forward to the future. And I'm on my last package, I believe. This one, Simple Man's Comics. He must be simple. He's from Lexington Park, Maryland. You got the nice Do Not Bend on there. 12 ounces. Another thin cardboard box type package. These are great for sending 1 to 2 books. That's what Chaz, Key Issue Comics, that's what my man Chaz likes about the Great Legend, his modesty. And you know what's funny is if you see me in some of the off-airs, like if you join up with Key Issue Comics, who's the king of the off-airs. Oh, actually, I'm giving Chaz too much credit. We all know the king of the off-airs is G-Pap. Them dang Canadians, baby. They're going to take over the planet, man. G-Pap and LP, they're like brothers because all Canadians are brothers. You got Owen and Brett. You got LP and G-Pap. You got Edge and Christian. And if you're Kyle Walker, you got the Bushwhackers. But anyways, that's all I can say. I don't know much more about them Canadians, but let me tell you, Chaz has some great off-airs. And if you get to know me in the off-airs, you can take the legend persona and you can kind of see that, you know, Legend does what he does because he's good at it. It's true. It's true. It's damn true. But you know what? I am just kind of a normal guy as well. And if you ever get to catch me in the off airs or hang out with me, what you see is basically what you get. You know what I mean? I mean, I have fun just chatting with the guys. And I'm not a big time investor of comic books per se. Because I want to do other investments. My dad's always on me about buying gold, stuff like that, which I don't have any gold. I have some silver, but I don't have any gold yet. You know, woohoo, look at that book. It's a great book. I don't even know what it is. So let's see what this book is. But let me tell you about comic book investing. If you invest in Silver Age books, that's a good investment. It's like you're investing in silver dollars. Damn, tape is hard to get off. Yeah, who knew Scotch was hardcore on the tape? Somebody give me some 3M or something. This shit's hard to open. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, when you get a Golden Age book, it's like you're buying a piece of gold because those books are rare, and they are legit. Ooh, don't bend that spine. Looking at a 9.6. Might get this pressed actually. It's the maybe a 9.4 right now, but it's issue 25. Jeff Johns, Ivan Rice, Van Shriver on the cover, I believe. Not sure. Nope, Gary Frank. Fucking A. What a beautiful book. I love Gary Frank. I love Ivan Rice. So it's a Gary Frank cover, Ivan Rice interiors. You got all the 2814 lanterns on there. Not Simon and Jessica. That's a beautiful book. I mean, I want to get this pressed and graded. First appearance of Jeremy Trinity Comics says first appearance of Atrocitus. Screw that guy. First appearance of Larfleeze too. And I love Larfleeze, so I definitely want to get this one graded and pressed. It looks like it has, and it's a supersized issue. I don't know how good they'll be able to do because it's a thicker book. But man, I would love if I get it pressed and get a 9.8 out of this. I don't think it'll get a 9.8 because there's a couple of color off the corners. I'll show it to you. A little bit of color off the corners on the top right corner and the top left corner. Kind of see how it's white there. But that's okay. Beautiful book though. And I would love to just get it graded anyway, just to have it graded. But would probably try to get it pressed from CPC Pressing over there in Florida. I'm going to be bagging that here shortly. So I got to know the guys that Blasted or Stash It. Big fan of their show. I was always pumping up the crowd in their chat room. I really enjoyed the show. Great camaraderie between them. A pleasure to talk to. It was some great guys in that show. We had Dave, aka Huey's Comic Hideout, as the host. We had Vince, Simplify Comic Guy, Midwest Comic Man, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, and Kirby's Comics. 5 awesome dudes. Put on a damn good show. Excellent show. Very excellent show. And you had Crazy Noob coming in there. You had Kirby. He left for a while. Crazy Noob came in there. Comic Noob. Then he left. Then I got to join. I was lucky enough to get invited to join the show. A lot of fun. I'm kind of like, you know, Swan from, I think he was a Steelers wide receiver, Lynn Swan or whatever. I'm kind of like that sideline reporter. I'm like Doris Burke, but a hell of a lot better looking. So I kind of check the chat room and give the lowdown on what's going on in the chat while we're doing the live show. And I have a lot of my background is in comic books and reading books and comic collecting, reviewing books, talking about books. I don't do a lot of comic book reviews anymore. I need to get back into doing that because it's a nice little niche, and I love to review books and go in depth on some books. Mike, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, has Shut Your Funko Mouth, where we learned a lot about Funkos, and British Geeky Guy, he's a huge part of that as well, because in the whole comic book community, he has the most Funkos. So I know they do a lot of talking on our Facebook page and probably private messages about Funkos. And then we had another guy join. We had Trinity Comics. Jeremy joined, and he does movies and movie news. And another great guy in the comic book community who kicks ass on Blaster Stash at Facebook page, who knows a shit ton of news about movies, is none other than Who Dat Comics Collectibles and Gaming, Russ. So I've got two people. My go-to guys are Russ and Jeremy on movies. My go-to guys on Funkos, actually I have three. British Geeky Guy, Spectacular Spider Grandpa Mike, and Jeremy, because during the week Jeremy fills up our chat with Funko news. And I told Mike it pisses me off in a good way, but I'm like, damn it, now I want to buy those Funkos. And there were some I missed out on. I missed out on the Universal horror characters, which I have a whole line of action figures of those. I missed out. Well, I haven't missed out on Batman Animated yet. I just need to place my order, and I got to get that website again and order those, because I can't wait to get those. And Green Lantern, cool. Not a superhero either. Well, what do you call Green Lantern? Just a nobody? Fucking A, man. Fucking A, man. LP, the year 2016, by getting to know LP more, I got to know more about his comic Naobi, which I will be getting in the mail soon. And I'm going to be doing separate review videos for all the Naobi issues, and an overall unboxing video for LP and promoting him. He's a great guy. He's fun to chat with, and it's great. I mean, it's so good I got to meet him. I mean, a lot of people I've got to meet. Buckshot Chris, Splash, Yeti Jones. Man, so many good people I got to meet in the comic book community. William Thorg is actually one of the classics. He's like second or third gen. I mean, he was back in the day when we had some excellent Friday shows that ended due to, you know, controversy or, you know, whatever, you know. But I met so many great people. Never monkey finger your books. Amen to that. You know, I don't have any horror dwarves. I'm not a big collector of the dwarves. I don't have anything against them. I just don't really have any of those. I mainly just have Funkos, so I try to keep the collection just down to Funkos. I do have Kotobukiya's back there on the right in there, and then the Avengers one there, and I got some Bowens there, the Fantastic Fours. I got Bowens on the top; those are statues, and then I got my Shazams back that way. Marvel Masterpiece trade paperbacks, Fantastic Fours. And I've got some Diamond Select statues of Mole Man and the Thing. And it actually creates, I've got Mr. Fantastic Torch and Invisible Woman. It actually creates a diorama of issue number 1. Man, thank you, man. Thank you. LP looks like a young Roddy Piper. I mean, I need to shave my beard and probably lose about 50 pounds, but I could get into the Piper, man. I do the Piper's Pit. I do it all day long. You give me a damn coconut, and I smash it over someone's skull. That's what I'm talking about. Let me check the chat again. So it's dropped down a little bit. I'm glad some folks are spending time with their family on this New Year's Eve. But Blaster Stash It, we're up for the CBA award of Best Live Show, Best Overall Channel. It's awesome. I mean, it's been so much fun to be a part of that group. And we've really gelled together. Me, Dave, Mike, Paul, and Jeremy. We've really gelled to make something special. And we hope that everyone enjoys that channel and everyone enjoys the show we do on Friday night. We You know, some nights we're not always there or whatnot, but we make an effort. We make a God-honest effort to be there every Friday night to spend time with all of y'all. I know I say spend time with y'all, even though you're in the chat room, you're a big part of that show. So that's what we do. We love to do that. Man, thank you, Biggies, man. That's a book I didn't have. Jeremy was, oh, I got this book. You know, my boy Trendy Comics, I got this book, blah, blah, blah. Man, I've always wanted that book. I'm a big Lantern fan, man. Jeff Johns, you fucking kidding me? That's awesome. But I better get it off this hot computer. Put it on this box here. I'm bag and boarded here in a minute. I'm not going to read that book because I've got the, be careful now. Come on now. Because I've already got a copy of that one. Wish I had more stuff to show you. I think that was all my packages. Oh, I actually got another package. Let me open this one up. It's a big ass box. See what we got in this one. This is a big box. This is one of my ones from Lone Star. This is the month of December books. And I wasn't getting these books weekly. I decided to go monthly because I had a couple of bad shipments from them. And it's really not their fault per se. My mailman has been sucking lately. And we lost our mail lady about 6 months ago. She retired. Real sweet lady though. She was everything to me. We lost her. Okay, so we got a Mega Store order. We got a Thundercats #3. We got a Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5, which I've got those books in hardcover, but I don't know where my freaking Year 4 Volume 1 and Volume 2 are, and I know I've got those somewhere, so I got to go through some boxes and see if I can find those. So, see the easiest way to open this up is up here. So we'll look to see what we have in this comic package, this special package. And I will be getting a special package from Chaz, Key Issue Comics. And Russ, you're very welcome for those kind words. And sometimes when we're on our hangouts, I know I don't get back to you as quick as I want to, but I love chatting with Russ. We chat pretty much every day. Make sure that we're all doing good in the neighborhood. We genuinely care about each other and our families and stuff. And that's what it's all about. It's about meeting new people and becoming great friends. Oh, and here, speaking of great friends, here's one. This guy. I love this guy. Man, and, you know, I love LP. LP, Rebel Comics and Gaming, the father of Nobi, NBK Drifter, LP Sexy, LP Zombie, LP Hoarder. I just made Zombie and Hoarder up. No, he ain't any of that shit. But I mean, I just love LP. LP got all the ladies. Woo! Look at that beautiful book. Man, that's a beautiful book right there. Like I said, I love these. I know I'm probably shouldn't be buying these, but I love these covers. The Batman Adventures, Ninja Turtle Adventures. I just love these so much. I do have a fried pie variant. I showed it a while back. I might get that one graded, actually graded. I need to see about it though. I mean, I need to see if there's spine ticks on it or whatnot. Because if there's some issues I see, I'll try to get those pressed and maybe get a 9.8. But even if I grade it and I don't press and it comes back as a 9.4, I'm cool with that because it's something that I like that I won't really get rid of. So, good. Make sure, I think these are all legit here. Good. Good. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Scott Liddell there. Let me get this all good here. Okay, so I told you a little bit earlier. After New 52, they had the Convergence, which kind of fit some things back to normal. But we have the Convergence of Blue Beetle. Captain Atom or Dr. Atom? The Atom. Ray Palmer the Atom. Dr. Atom. God, what is that guy's name? You know, it really pisses me off that I can't remember this guy's name. But mainly I'm getting these Ditko, the original DC archives for, let me just type in Captain Atom. That's him, Captain fucking Adam. That's the guy I'm talking about. Okay, let me see. So I'm getting my shit together. Charlton Comics, there we go. Okay, okay. Captain Adam. And does it talk about Steve Ditko anywhere? Charlton, blah, 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 blah. Steve Ditko, anybody? Steve Ditko? Nightshade, yes. Captain Adam, Blue Beetle. Okay, so yeah, Captain Adam, that's him. So if you look on the cover of this Convergence, this is the one I didn't have. Now I had the Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters, I believe, but Blue Beetle, Question, Captain Adam. That's cover A. Fucking A, man. That's cover B. This is issue 2, cover A. Fucking A, man. Cover B. But anyway, so, you know, just trying to beef up the Blue Beetle. Start modern, work my way backwards. I did that not too long ago with the Question. And I'm really enjoying Jaime Reyes, the Blue Beetle, and the Rebirth title. And I ordered the New 52 run of Blue Beetle as well, so I'm happy to get those and read through those. This one here is He-Man Thundercats issue 3. I read this digital, very good book, but I'm glad to have the hard copy. This is the hardcover of Injustice, Year 5, Volume 1. Like I said, I've got all the years, Injustice, in Year 2, Year 3. Year 4 is somewhere in the house. I don't know where the hell it is, but and I haven't read any of these, but I'm a fan of the video game, and I got them in the hardcover now, so I'm pumped up for that. And here we go. Here's some Blue Beetles. These are the Blue Beetles. I read these digital. They got my Blue Beetle Rebirths in. Oh, good. There's another book. So here's Blue Beetle Rebirth 1A. This one is the Rebirth book. So this one you read first. Blue Beetle Rebirth. So 1A. Put that there. Here's Kingsway West number 3. I haven't read these. The 4th one should be out, or I don't know if I ordered it or not, but it's a 4-part series. Russ got me started on that. Who Dat Comics Collectibles and Gaming. He got me 2 copies of Kingsway West number 1, Midtown Comics, signed by Greg Pak, the writer. So thank you, Russ, again. That is an awesome thing to do. He took a trip to New York. He let me and Jeremy know, hey, I'm up at this place. Will y'all be interested in this book? I looked up information. It says it was a close book to The Sixth Gun and East of West. 2 titles I freaking love, so I got up on that. There's Blue Beetle Rebirth variant, cover B. Blue Beetle issue 2A. Blue Beetle 3A. So I got both of those. So after getting the number 1, or the Rebirth, I got both covers. Number 1, I just got the regular cover. 2 and 3, I got the regular cover. And a lot of times DC does a cover A and cover B. Normally I'll get a cover B if it really looks good, but for the most part I just get the number 1 issue cover A. That's what I go with. Next up, I wanted to get on this again. Is Thick Book Yo Comics imprint of IDW, who also does my Popeye Classics that they come out with. This is Haunted Horror issue 25. I got this book. I don't have all of these. I've got maybe like 1 through 17 or 18. These are expensive books, but I really like them. They're thick books, great page quality. They reprint some of those classic 1950 horror comics. Look at that cover. Isn't that cool? Kind of in a wavy shit bag there. And then I got this issue that I did not have. And I'm trying to remember. I think I finished this up, but I didn't have this hard copy. This was Back to the Future, Citizen Brown. And I'll have to go in there and see if I read this or not. I think I did read all 5 issues because they were so good. I read them digital. Citizen Brown, Back to the Future issue 5. So I got a hard copy of that. And this was a phenomenal issue. You get the origin of needles. This is Back to the Future 12. I had all the Back to the Future books, but I did not have this one for some odd reason. This was kind of like a in-between of two story arcs, but you get a lot of needles. You find out how when he moved to Hill Valley. Real spoiled kid, really just jerk kid. Everyone has the needles at their school. Just like, not really like the biggest kid in the school, but like a guy that really connives and things like that. Just an asshole, you know. So Back to the Future 12, needles. Also, another funny part about Back to the Future in one of the story arcs, Jennifer and Marty are trying to get something back. I can't tell you what it is in case you read it, but they go to a junkyard and they can hear this music playing, and it's Needles. He's in there, and Jennifer says, "Hey, Marty, that sounds like some music you'd like." And he says something like, "That sounds like some Red Hot Chili Peppers." And of course, Needles, you know, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers. So that was fucking awesome. So just great books. I mean, like I said, these are my normal, just fun reads I've enjoyed to get. I don't know if those will ever be worth any money, but man, like what, you know, and I'm going to check the chat here in a bit, but you know, when you read something, and I want everyone to hear this, and a lot of people know this, but it's good to open the eyes up, open the ears up, so you can see and hear. Smell, now, don't get me wrong, Golden Age and Silver Age, man, it smells great. But anything you read, okay, Amazing Fantasy 15. Are you going to read it? Are you going to open it up? Most likely not. Most likely you're going to buy that book already graded. But you'll get it in a reprint if you don't have the 10 grand or whatever it cost. Or Showcase number 4. You know, one of the books, I'd love to have that book one of these years. I don't know if I'll ever get it. I mean, I really like Barry Allen and stuff, but I don't have a lot of Flash stuff. So he's not like Fantastic Four or Captain Marvel, aka Shazam. He's not one of those characters to me. I mean, they're great books to have. You know, speculatory books. You know, worth some money, whatever. You know, great books to have when the shit hits the fan. You know, and the Kool-Aid rains down upon you, like the blood came out of the faucets in Blade. You know, where all the blood was coming down. Just imagine the same thing with fucking like Kool-Aid coming down. What a fucking sight to see. But anyway, any story you read or any book you read, that book goes up in here. It goes up in your mind. It goes in your memory. You're going to remember that book, God willing, and you don't get some of that all-timers and old-timers. But God willing, you're going to remember that story, and that story's going to stay in your head for a long while. And if you don't remember the whole story, you'll remember the art book. You'll remember the time you picked up the book. You'll remember the time that you smelt the pages of the book, the time you thumbed through the book. You'll have those memories in your mind. And you know what? Those right there, those are priceless. You can't put a damn price tag on those. And that's one cool thing I think sometimes we tend to forget about in the comic book community, because we're so, oh man, I can't wait to get this book. Where's my Batman Adventures 12 at, Batman? Where's my, I'm going to throw Chaz under the Lobo's bike for a minute. Where's my Lobo's first appearance, baby? But the coolest part is actually holding the book in your hand, remembering the time that you did buy all those Lobo books. I mean, fucking A, man. Right, LP? Fucking A. And you know what else is cool? In 2016 is just meeting all y'all and you know, entertaining you, and then y'all entertaining me, and doing the off airs, and just being together like it's like a family away from your normal family. You know what I'm saying? And if you're an older person and your kids are grown up and they're all creating their own family, and that could get lonely. Do I have any Dr. Pepper? Fuck no, I don't. But that can get lonely. So a lot of the old timers, they like thumbing through the comic books, coming back here, coming on YouTube, and you know, talking with other folks that have similar interests. And that's what it's all about. You know, we do say it's a digital world, quantum computers, talking to other quantum computers in different universes, parallel universes, and all that bullshit. You know, it's a digital age now. I mean, you got holograms, you got Peter Cushing in the Star Wars movie. You got all this stuff going on, but one thing is just, and you want to get out there, smell the roses. You want to talk to some people face to face. But I envision, our hangouts and these videos and things like that. That is communication, face to face kind of stuff. Sure, we do it through the internet and all that stuff, but I mean, it still means something. It means something. Let me go ahead and check the comments real quick. SS Comic Reader, man, thank you so much for watching, SS. SS is in the house, man. I love SS. Every time I click on his banner, he's got all these comics that are all layered on top of each other. Huge Iron Fist fan. He's got a good hair. He's got some good hair on him. I've seen him on, God, I don't want to screw anything up, but I believe I've seen him on some JLS before. Actually, I don't know if I have or not. And I pulled up SS, and SS, I got you confused with this other guy that had some blonde hair. How shitty is that? SS, you got some damn good hair, though. But SS is in the house. Sometimes the legend gets confused because I see a lot of stuff in the chatter box, but sometimes I don't get to watch other people's videos because I'm so busy. But SS Comic Reader is here. Definitely go check him out. He's a damn good guy. He's sitting at 77 subs right now, but he'll be at 100 in 2017 for sure. He's got a lot of kick-ass stuff. He's been entering a lot of contest videos lately. He was one of our entries into the Blaster Stash at Santa Who contest. Sadly, he didn't win, but big shout out to Matthews Movies who won. So he's been doing a lot of kick-ass contest entries, but he does hauls. He shows some books. He does a lot of cool stuff. He does shout-out videos, 25-cent hauls, all that cool stuff. So definitely check out SS Comic Reader. He's a very cool guy. So let's see what we got going on here. We got 10 viewers right now. I'm going to go ahead and go find the wife, maybe give her a little kiss or something. I'm not sure. And I don't know why this thing says Friday the 13th, the gameplay live stream. I don't know why it's, if it says that, I'll have to change it later, because this isn't a live stream. This is supposed to be my 2016 year-end review. And like I said, 2017 is going to be a great time. We're going to meet a lot more people. We're going to build a lot more channels up in the comic book community. We're going to go back to just what we do best. We're going to be doing some entertaining. You're going to get to see, hopefully I'm going to bring back some more cooking videos. I'm going to redo the Fantastic Four Complete Collection video number 3, which is issues 101 to 150, because the quality sucked, because my Windows Live Movie Maker that program kind of bit the dust for me. I can still use it, but it's not my choice. Normally I go OBS now, and if I have any edits, then I can edit the finished OBS video in Movie Maker, but I can't do direct to Movie Maker anymore from the webcam. Windows 10, go figure. So we're going to be doing that. Plenty more comic book stuff. We're going to be doing the WWE PPV review every Sunday night that there's a WWE PPV. We go over the whole pay-per-view. Look for maybe me and LP to do a wrestling show on his channel, possibly on Thursday nights. That'd be a lot of damn fun. Look for LP on Monday nights. Rebel Comics 9.8 presents him and Wonky. Sometimes you get to see Gary the Comic Noob on there. You get to see Kyle Walker from time to time. Steve Ballou, Steve B. Look for Canadian Cindy and one of his new books he's working on. Look for Blaster Stash It on Friday nights. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Look for Legends Live Auction, first and third Saturday of the month. Look for Tuesday night Kyushu Comics show, where Chaz brings all the stuff. Him and Evan and a plethora of other guests go over some of the books that are coming out on Wednesday, and go over hot key books that you ought to invest in, because Chaz is all about investing in the big books. Big time comic book collector. ETA Nick on Sunday. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff. You got Rez in the morning. You got JLS does some morning stuff. You got the comic board with JT and Blackpole. Man, you got so much stuff here in the comic book community. You got the the original G's, GPAP, Undisputed Frost, Merc with the Mouth. They got their live show. 4 awesome guys. Now it's called something different. That's what it ought to be called, something different. That'd be a pretty awesome name in itself. You got Russ coming at us live, showing off his kick-ass collection and hanging out with me on the Legends live auction. Big Bear Comics, got Big Bear. Man, so many shout-outs, so little time. I mean, like, there's actually a way I can check out my latest subscribers. Let me do that real quick because that's always fun, and I don't do that very much. So let's go to Community. See if it loads up. Community. I'm clicking Community. Okay. All right. All right, let's read this comment by Mark Baker. Some guy with a Launchpad McQuack. He said, "You have a black polybag. 90s kid. Dude, polybag comics are the best comics ever. Those are the issues where the main character gets killed off by cool characters with guns. Hey, I'm a 90s kid, and what you see is what you get." Okay. What a stupid ass guy. Let's look at his channel. 127 subscribers. What a loser. Just a shitty ass channel. Probably got that, made that guy famous like Billy the Kid and Emilio Estevez. Alright, so anyway. Let's look at some of the new subscribers. Get some shout outs to some new subscribers. We got Steve B. Steve Ballou, 2 days ago, subscriber. Steve B only has 7 subs. Sub up, Steve B. We got a guy named Terry Brown. 0 subs. Hey, Terry, where's your subs at, man? 0 subs. We got a guy named Albion. Albion 2, some foreigner guy. 4 subs. Michael Visser, 1 sub. John McMinimanen, 2 subs. Who are these people? You know, probably troll channels. Ooh, Don the Movie Junkie now. He subbed me up. Comic Book Hoarder, 3 subs. Comic Book Hoarder. I know Alex is a comic hoarder. This could be another fake sub. Hurt Collects Comics. Aussie Nerd 79. Hell yeah. Tom Mua, Comically Flawed. Master X Splinter. Monk's Den, 3 weeks ago. Man, so many good channels out there. You know, hopefully in the new year, I want to make a New Year's resolution for 2017. Currently, I'm sitting at 3,888 subscribers. For 2017, I want to see if I can get over 3,900. I'm 12 subscribers away from 3,900 subscribers. I want to see if I can get 3,900. I'm not thinking 4,000 yet. I want to see if I can get 4,000 subs by the year 2020. Subs are kind of hard to come by, you know, because I'm a comic book channel first and foremost. And I just don't think there's a lot of comic book people out there. If there is, you need to sub up to Great Legend. Because, man, I'm coming at you live with the greatest in comics, cooking, collectibles, gaming. I actually stole that from Russ. But anyways, I do have some collectibles, and I do game. And I talk wrestling from time to time and talk to you. So that's about all I have for you tonight on this video. This is 2016, the year in review. And everyone have a safe night. Drink a lot of Dr. Pepper. Let me check the comments one last time. Let me get back to the comments. Yeah, there we go. Russ, Who Dat Comics, Collectibles, and Gaming got it. I wanted to kind of end the video with some dead air. That's a lot. You won't see Great Legend that much dead air on here, but just for shits and giggles. Just to give a little dead air to Chaz. You know the Great Legend loves him some dead air every now and then. Damn, I love it. All right, so let me get on my video screen again. Oh my God. Dead air, baby. Dead air. But anyways, like again, fans, just thanks again for being a part of the Great Legend Show for the year 2016. It's been a lot of fun. Check me out on Blaster Stash at Legends Live Auction. Sundays we got the PPV reviews. Check me out. I'm usually try to catch a lot of live shows, a lot of off-air hangouts, and I've been having a great time getting back into the comic book community. So I want y'all to take care of yourself and have a great New Year's Eve. This is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.